remind me because I don't remember when we talked last time. Did it click for you right away? Or did it take you some time? I know I do remember you getting to 10K relatively quickly, but like did that very first deal, and
Yeah.
I'm saying that for the people that just started, like, did it click quickly? And if so, why do you think that was?
Uh, right. It clicked pretty quickly compared to what I was doing for the previous 4 years because I was trying to figure out how to make money online for 4 years, and I was making $1,000 a month for 4 years. And then I joined your program, and I just worked as hard as I could, and it clicked pretty quick. I mean, it was pretty tough up until the first deal, just trying to believe in it and having the faith in everything. But I just read the book, the Think and Grow Rich book, and once that first deal got over the line, it was pretty smooth sailing from there. Like you said, you just need to repeat it, 8 more times or 40 more times or whatever you want.
Why, how long did it take you to get your first deal?
I think it was 4 or 5 weeks,
Okay,
or
that's
maybe six. I think five.
that's good, but it's not like you've got some guys like a week or 2 weeks. Like that's good, but it's not like overly, like that's doable, for it's repeatable for anyone that gets in. Like, you know what I mean? Like anybody could come in and get a deal in 5 6 weeks. So this is what I'm trying to figure out. And the reason I'm having you on, dude, is like I'm trying to figure out why it is that some people are so successful and why some people
Mm.
just want to, they're like it's the same material, it's the same program, it's the same coaching calls, it's usually the same niches, but
Mm.
you're at 40K and there's people at zero that are blaming everybody else. Why do you think there's
Yeah.
people out there that have been in for 90 days, 6 months, and have no deals?
I think they might be comfortable, and not kind of want it bad enough. I remember when I joined, I was already going to quit my job and leave the country and pursue my dreams. So my back was against the wall, so I didn't really have a choice but to make it happen. And I knew really deeply what I actually wanted, like from digital landlords. I knew that it was going to be the avenue to live the life that I have now. So I think just understanding exactly like why you're, they'll get you through like the trench phase, because there's a trench phase to every type of business model and everything you do, like whether it's learning to ride a bike, close deals, you have to get through that trench phase, and that's basically impossible unless you have like a your why, and perhaps like forcing yourself to do it. Like if I wasn't going to quit my job, I probably wouldn't have worked as hard because I knew I've still got my paycheck coming in. So you got to
So
have an element of risk, I think, to go.
So how do people that, because I do know what you're saying, and essentially what how I interpret that is like when people are I swear comfort is the scariest thing ever, right? Because when you're comfortable, you don't want to move because it's like it's like being in your freaking bed and it's cold outside. Like you're just you're just content. You're just laying in those sheets and it feels so good. But you know you're gonna feel regret, and you know you're gonna feel these things, but it's so hard to get out because you're comfortable. So how do you like, I'm kind of like you, bro, I think, because for me, that sounds like you'd already made up your mind that you're going to quit your job, you're going to go pursue your dreams. That's just what was going to happen. And so you're going to force yourself to make it happen because you're going to make yourself uncomfortable. What do
Mm.
other people do, bro, that aren't that type, that they're not the type that's going to go quit? Because I did that same kind of a thing. I just kind of quit what I was doing before. And I'm like,
Yeah.
well, I have to figure this out. So, but maybe like there are people, not everyone's that type. That terrifies people. Do you think there's a way that people that aren't that type, that are comfortable right now in a job, in a
Mm.
whatever, that they can force that discomfort without like completely just throwing caution to the
Yeah.
wind. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. I don't recommend everyone does the same approach I did, especially if you've got family or something like that, or other commitments. But I mean, I'm teaching a couple people local business lead generation myself, and some of them are in fairly comfortable positions, like they might have other income at the moment. And I think what works for those people is kind of setting goals for yourself each week and having like a bit of a timeline to make your first, $2,000 to $5,000. And then once you break that down into like weekly like KPIs or things that you need to tick off, at the end of the week you can say, hey, did I do it or did I not do it? And I think it just comes down to discipline as well as a bit of that mindset training as well. And I'm sure you're still telling people to read that Think and Grow Rich book. So I think a combination of your mindset and having the discipline with like a set goal. That's what I'd recommend if instead of just throwing caution to the wind, perhaps.